Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the bush. It is Saturday, 18 degrees out here already. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. My project for today is I'm going to build myself a sawbuck. It's like an X to hold lumber, basically, or wood to cut it. They call it a sawbuck. I need one. When I want to cut wood up in that, right now we have to hold it over it's like a sawhorse thing I have, or over the step here, whatever. And as you know, a sawbuck, the way the X is made, you just throw a log in, cut it. So I'm going to get at that here now and throw that together. Cindy's sitting down by the brook here enjoying the day. It's actually 18, 19 degrees out right now, and it is the end of October. It's just beautiful weather. Next week's going to be single digit, so the game is over. You know, the fun's over for this year, and we're going to be about 6 months until we see nice weather again, which sucks. So hopefully it'll go on a little bit longer this year. But anyways, for now, I'm going to get some 2x4s, start cutting some stuff, and it's really easy to make here. So let's see what kind of rig we can throw together here. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do first is cut my 2x4s. I'm going to go with 4-foot lengths on my my X that I'm building. So I'm going to cut these guys with 4 feet. Could cut 2 at a time probably. Nah, I won't. I don't want to overwork the solar bank. Get a measurement. We'll go 48 and make an X. Look at that right there. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, so we're getting lots of solar power right now to back it up again, right? Solar power. And then we go like that. Yeah, that'll do it. That's just about nice height, 48. I think that'll do it. It's nice to see that lumber is down a little bit in price. These were only $3.88 at our local home hardware. Considering a couple years ago they hit, I think, almost $14 for a 2x4. I bought some just a little over a month ago. They were a little over $5. So when I got these ones yesterday, I was real impressed. $3.88 a piece. So you don't mind building something at that price. That's easy enough for those 3. Now, I got to kind of figure how low I want to go. Like how much sprawl I want on it. This way. Alright. I'll figure that out here in a minute. You want to be able to pile a few logs in sometimes, I think. So that's looking pretty good, I think, which is going to be approximately, I don't know where my thumb is. Let's go to that. That's a crude way to measure it, but we say this is a pivot point here. Let's see what we got here. 12, 14 inch. That's almost 16. I'm going to go 14. Is going to be where I'm going to nail them at. So each one, I think that's the way I'll do it. I'll just put them together at 14 inch. So, be the easiest way. Mark each at 14. That's where they're going to cross and nail them. This is going to be very easy to build. I'm not going to get real intricate with it, because it's for holding firewood. So, few nails, get these together, and we'll be laughing. So I guess the easiest way to do this, now that I think about it, is put one nail through and then pivot it and put a second nail. That way you'll be lined right up, right? Man, I'm thinking. One nail going through to start. Don't drive it into the miter saw. There we go. And that gives me my pivot point, right? Where I want to pivot it. And that looks about right. How's that? So what I will do is bend over the inside to help keep the nail from pulling out. There you go. That's one. And I'm going to put it, whoops. And I'm going to put a brace, I think, on the bottom to hold them. There's all different ways. Some people build folding ones, and I don't think I'm going to worry about this one folding. I'm just going to build it and keep it permanent. But right in the center, yeah. There we go. Bend that nail over. Keep that guy from pulling out. It's going to be quite easy to make. The sawbuck. Again, many ways. And then what I'm going to do, when I have this thing built, is I got that new drone. You guys might have saw some in the video. I'm going to fly it around a bit more. Getting a little more comfortable with it now. I'm getting a little more comfortable. There's two spots up the road. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to get in the side by side here in a bit. And we're going to go. And they're basically both dead waters, beaver dams. And they can look pretty freaking cool. So we're going to get on the dam and get my DJI drone. We're going to go for a flight. So now what I got to figure out is how far spread I want. And then I'm going to put a cross piece, right, to hold it. And then all you do is put these three together with some 2x4s and cross brace it, and I'm done. So this is a pretty easy thing to build. So now what I need is, and I'm going to take a 2x4 and just mark it on it, scribe it right on the 2x4 is the easiest way to get the angle. And then I'll just cut three of them all the same. So, I need a pen. And I'm going to, yeah, this will work. Yeah, I want the base to be solid. A lot of guys leave the base just like stick legs on them, and I want this base solid. So, actually what I'm going to do is lay this right down on the ground. Maybe you guys can see this or not, but you just stop. We're going to do a tester piece here and see how this comes out. Some of this stuff's hard to calculate, so you just got to play with it a bit. We're going to move the saw. Looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is tighten that so it doesn't move. Okay, well I'm going to flip this, and I just want to get enough of that, I think. Go to the end. It's going to be the same angle. Just to nub the end off. And let me lay this out on the ground. Let's see what it looks like. I'm off just a tiny bit on that angle. It's got to go another couple degrees. I'm just going to buzz it. See what that does. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, look at that. Toenail that in. Nail this to there. You guys can see this or not. Hang on. Yeah, I guess you can see here now the way I did it. And all I'm going to do, because this one's offset, so this is over top like that is. So this one will be nailed that way. This one will be nailed this way. Pretty simple. So I just got to build three of these. This won't be too hard to do. I need three of those. Then I stand it up. There's all different ways. This is going to be my way. There may be lots of other ways, which everything has lots of ways to do it. But this is going to be the way Sparky is going to do his. Yeah, nice to have solar panel, right? Solar power and not have to worry about using the generator all the time. But the problem is I should fire up my generator because I haven't used it in a while. in there. I haven't had it running in a couple months. I probably should get it going here later today. Let some of that fuel run through. It's got Supreme in it, but it probably still could be going bad by now. So now I'm going to nail a bit of this together here. Try to slowly build my thing. Sawbuck. So nice to see a bunch of birds back. And there you can hear them singing too. The chickadees are back. So wonderful to see. Do that. I could scab a piece on here, or I can just toenail it, which I think I'll do. Be just as easy. Alright. And it'll be strong this way. Actually, the hardest way I can possibly nail that. I'm trying to hold it. Let's put her down, do it this way. Let's let the earth do it for me. There we go. Alright. So I got them here. I need to get an idea on how far to span them. So all I'm doing is going to simulate that this is a 48-inch piece of firewood, right? So 16. And then 32. And you want that kind of in the center of here. 16, 32. This kind of tell me approximately how high to go. Get this started. That was 36, I think, if I remember right. So I need another one at 36. Sometimes a lot of this stuff's done by eyeball. Eyeball. Because people don't stand back with a level, look at your work, they stand back with their eyeball and say, oh, it's crooked. So let's get this where it looks decent by eye. Because again, it's only something to hold freaking wood, right? I already see that I should have moved this over just a bit more to center it. I'm not right in the middle. This should have been on that line. Not a big deal. These aren't exactly evenly spaced. I'll just say I did it on purpose. Far from great, great from far. Alright. I'll call it funny, but the power of a nail puller. I moved this over because it wasn't centered, and that would bug me every time I use this because it's not in the middle. So in my OCD, I don't know. I'd be annoyed if I didn't have it in the middle because I know I can. So I did. So that's what's going on here now. So I'm just making sure everything's centered. And I'm nailing all the braces on. 15, 15 and a quarter. So this needs to go just a tiny bit that way maybe. Look at that, guys. And ta-da! There's my sawbuck. That's how I'm building it. There you go, look at that. Bada boom. Done deal. A new sawbuck. There. We're gonna go for a drive here in a little bit and check out the drone. Alrighty, here we are up the road from the cabin. I'm going to fly the drone and I'm going to show you guys. You check out how nice it is right here. This is the woods road. This is where the road that goes past the camp. I should have probably showed you guys, but anyway, we are about half a mile past the cabin. So anyways, we're going to get down in here because there's a great big freaking beaver dam here. And I got my drone, and I'm going to fly down the beaver dam. The other end of it, and show you guys. Absolutely beautiful spot. You can see all the moss that's here, how nice this is. And what a place. And I hope the sun, if I keep the camera down, it shouldn't blind me. But way down there is where I'm going. So, and I'm gonna have to stand out on the dam itself to fly it, probably. It's gonna be a tricky spot to do it. But wish me luck, because I don't want to lose my brand new drone here. But I'm gonna go out on the dam. So I'm gonna have to stand out there to fly it, yeah. Oh, I know. And I don't know where I'm gonna launch it either. Yeah, check it out down here, guys. This is quite a spot. Quite a spot. See right here, I'm standing on a beaver dam. Check it out. This is all beaver dam. Down there is where I want to fly, over top. And just see how nice it is. Keep the camera down. The sun shouldn't blind me. I'm going to try it. Wish me luck here. Here we go, back in Lola. We're going up the road here to show you. There's a couple pretty good water holes here right in the middle of the road, middle of the trail. So show you guys where we're heading. Check these out. A little bit of water there. This one's pretty good. here in a long time. This is the trail. This is the trail, the road. What a day to be in the woods. And yes, we should have our helmets on. I know we should. At least we have seat belts on. We're halfway there. We'll be there in a minute. Wow, here we are at the end of the road. And this is the spot where I was fishing that time that I had a beaver chasing me and that. And there is active beavers here everywhere. There's 3 beaver dams right over here. This is crazy, and this is going to be right cool because I'm going to fly the drone all around here. You check this out. There's no animal in the woods that can damage more area than a beaver because they can flood out hundreds of acres. And check this out. This is all dam here. That needs work. It leaks. Okay. It's all beaver dam here, which I'll fly over here in a minute with a drone. Okay. Then down this way, downstream. Well, let's go check that out. Now that's over there too. Try not to shake you guys too much. Thank God I bought my rubber boots. This is where beavers intrigue me. They are the engineer of the woods, right? As people know. And nothing can damage more area though by simply building dams. Like, look at this. This is one dam right here. There's another dam right there. And you see all the freshly chewed wood, the bark all missing off it. So they're building. That's what they do, right? When they strip, they only eat hardwood. And when they strip the bark, they don't eat the bark. I always thought they did. There's a sugary layer just below the bark before you hit the wood, and that's what they actually eat. And that's how they get their carbs or whatever, I guess. And that's what a beaver lives off. So it's not actually the bark itself. And you know what's nice too? There's spindles in there. My front railing in the cabin, some of the spindles I got out of here because they're all beaver chewed wood. So pretty cool stuff, eh? The local artisan beaver. And I'm going to fly around here big time because I always wanted to know what's on the other side of this tree line. You can see it's lower. Is that bog? What is that? And on the other side of the tree line here. So guess what? I now have drone. We're going to check it out. Wow, there you go. How friggin' beautiful is that beaver dam and all that, all the water and all that around there, right? Showed the 3 beaver dams and the whole great big bog. That was crazy too. That last one, that was only 42 meters of elevation. 42. That drone will go up 400. I guess legally you're only allowed to go 120 without like FAA guidelines, and they're set at 120 max, but you can take it right to 400. But at 400, I find when you start going real high, the definition, you lose the detail in most things unless you want to see you can actually see the curvature of the earth when you get up there, but that's not what I'm intended to show you guys. So anyway, back to the cabin. Did some beautiful footage of that stuff, and I'm just going to kick back here for now. Cindy's taking off at Tasha going down the road. They're going to a pottery shop or something that's local. It's got a big sale on today, I guess. So she's going over to that, and then they're going to come back, and we're going to get some dinner going on later. Probably do a time lapse for you guys, showing the sun going down. It's an amazing day right now. 21 degrees here, just absolutely beautiful. And this is the end of it, because next week's going to be single digits, 6, 7, 8 degrees. So it'll be like 45, 50 degrees. Sunday morning. Well, I'm going to tell you, yesterday was 20 degrees, and that was the end of the gravy train for this year, because this morning it's only 4, which is what, 36, 38 degrees, and tomorrow the high is actually going to be 2, which is what, 34 degrees, I think. And we have our first snowfall coming tomorrow, according to the special weather statement they have out now. Not looking forward to it. Winter's coming too quick. Last year we had such an extended fall that November, I remember it was like the 3rd week of November, and I think I was out there making a video using my rocket stoves and stuff. It was like 18 degrees, right? We had that kind of crazy weather, right? Almost till December last year. This year, I guess we're going back to normal, and according to all the reports, it's going to be a bad winter. It's supposed to be a pile of snow. So when you fix snowblowers for a living, it's nothing to complain about. I'll be busy. But I just hate to see the weather change and so dry. It's just like flipping a switch, to go from 20 degrees to, and I mean, it was like 14 on Friday night, overnight, 13 degrees all night. So, in the mid 50s, 60s. Quite warm out. So, birds are back, and they're going to be back a lot harder. But anyway, what I got to do this morning now, because one night next week, they're calling for -4, which is definitely freeze zone. So today was, again, the end of the water system for the year, so I have to drain. I'm going to unhook the pump, and that was a new pump this year, so I got to unhook it, make sure the water drains out, because any water, and that'll freeze, and it'll split it and drain. And the water tank this year, I don't think I'm going to drain it. This is the first year in 7 years. I've had that water tank, I think 6. First year that it's full, and it's still full right to the top right now. So what I'm going to do is drain it down maybe a quarter, and leave it 3/4 full. No different than leaving water in a swimming pool, right? And that way in the spring we will have fresh water. So that way, if the spring happens to not be that wet, I will have water right off the bat as soon as I want to hook everything up again and get going. So, and then the next couple weeks, the eaves trough has to come off, and I have to even take all the brackets off this year. If not, the ice will take them off for me. So it's my choice. I can do it, or the weather can do it for me. So that'll be kind of stuff. Maybe get you to do it this year, give you something to do. So you can pull the eaves trough off, give you the cordless drill, and send you up there. Make some good content.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah. Hope you guys like the drone footage and the videos. It's kind of cool getting used to that and kind of enjoying doing it, showing a little bit of aerial stuff and all that. And I got the old Sawbuck built, which is cool. Next weekend, probably use that. We've still got a bunch of wood we picked up from Lori. God love her, because we probably end up getting well over a cord of wood out of her. At least a cord and a quarter of wood. Yeah, fair amount of wood. Started out with a tree down at the house that her son rents or lives in. He may own it, I'm not sure. With a fair-sized chunk of maple, and then all the stuff that was at her home. So we had 2.5 truckloads of that. But the stuff we brought, the first 2 loads, we cut everything up right there, the miter saw. We're in a bit of a rush this Friday, so we just brought it over full length. So it's like 30 to 36 inch pieces. So I'll be using my sawbuck next weekend, I guess, to buzz some of that stuff up and throw it on the pile, and it's going to jam that wood pile full. So it's going to be a nice feeling. Cold weather's coming. We're like the squirrel, we get all our nuts put away already. We got lots of wood anyway, so we're not going to be cold. So anyways, I won't ramble much longer. And again, I got to shut her down and go out and shut water down. Got to do that, drain the tank down a bit, shut the whole water system because I don't want to lose anything. It's all PEX plumbing, so if it does freeze, the worst it does, pops the connector apart and you redo it. So again, like and subscribe if you like the videos. Tell me what you guys want to see, and we'll see what we can do to give you that. Nothing else. Live simply, remain grateful. Cynthia and I will talk to you soon.